What is up, everybody? Welcome back, and let's jump right into this. This is a game I had saw a preview for a while back, and I struck an interest to it. Of course, some of y'all may not know, but I actually work at a port. Let's jump right into this. So far, I'm really liking the way this is looking. I think, what port would that be with mountains in the background? Or this may not supposed to resemble any port in particular. I can tell you right away the detail, well, some things are going to be different because not all the cranes are the same. A lot of the cranes we run are newer cranes, so let's take a look here. Mission number 1, Even Nil. Pathfinder. A damaged container ship arrived at our port today. It was battered pretty bad by the storm, and some of the cargo on its deck has to be removed urgently. Remove 2 containers from the ship. Okay, easy enough. Oh, it's going to have little cutscenes. I like that even better. And there went about 3 years' supply of toilet paper.
Tom, there's a container ship at the pier. Barely made it here. Took heavy damage in the storm and is still taking on water.
TU, 20-foot equivalent unit.
It also has some dangerous cargo on deck. So get on the STS crane and get it off there. You remember STS, right?
Ship to shore, Dad. Yes, I remember. I'm on it.
So her dad's either the manager or he is the owner. Let's see, loading. It's actually pretty accurate. I don't know about the 600 moves a day.
Tommy, those containers on top
I'm
have
not
got to go.
100% sure on
The
that
ship is
number.
listing pretty badly.
Got it.
I mean, right away. Oh, that's an interesting setup right there. So those we normally have on the ground. We don't have up on the crane, but that's a nice little spot out of the way. Oh, wait a minute, this is the only crane. I was gonna say to store each one instead of having them off in a stack somewhere. That's pretty cool. You got your bogey pins, gear entry wheels, gantry gearboxes, the motors. See, this is nicer than what we have. This all has lines set up for your greasing. We have individual grease fittings on everything, except for on the brand new ones. That is awesome. The attention to detail.
Tom, the weather's getting worse, so turn on the crane lights just in case.
All right.
Also, the boom's been known to freeze while lowering.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll use the upper booth to keep an eye on it. I'm going up.
Good.
See, our panel is actually over there. We have one over on this side too on the ground, but don't do a whole lot from it except for move the crane up and down the dock. Toggle the lights, stuff like that. It has each platform. That is awesome. Really good job. This is the sketchiest elevator. If you've ever had the chance to ride on one of these, you know what I'm talking about. These elevators right here is not this smooth. You think you're gonna fall. It took me a while to get used to them. Cheapest made elevators on the planet. Let's take a look real quick before we go that way. See, this will be the drum room. Can we get in? Nope, it's locked. That'll be the E-house with all your electrical drives and everything. well, the trolley's parked back here. See? Like I said, there's going to be things that's going to be different, but for the most part, I mean, it's got the right concept. I mean, they went off of a crane, apparently, to get what they have going on here. It's just not a design I've seen. Like our snag load cylinders like that would be coming off the back. And snag load cylinders, of course, that's your last line of defense. You pick up a container, you get snagged on another box. On this one, so it'll pull in this arm. Where ours, it'll have this pulley, and it'll fold out. And it has a switch. Once that switch gets tripped, then it shuts everything off in the crane. Otherwise, you keep lifting up and that switch didn't kick in. And this crane's going in the river. It's going straight over. That's pretty cool though. They've really put detail in this. That's your boom ropes coming out of the drum room. Wait a minute. That's unique. Guess that works. And it's cabled off right there. Huh. Like I said, I can't say it's wrong because we don't have the only cranes in the world, and everything's not going to be set up the same. We have the most popular crane. Alright, let's lower the boom.
Hey, Tommy, how do you like being back?
Whew, that thing is fast.
Oh, good. How about a little party
I wonder if it goes up just as fast, or if they... I mean, it is a game. You're not going to sit there and wait the whole time for it to go slow.
Of course.
Yes, it's been a while. I missed you too.
See you there.
I could go on for ages as far as working on some of the stuff out here and how complicated it is. Replacing the sheaves or pulleys, however you want to look at it, up top. Because you gotta have a crane tall enough from the ground to reach all the way up there to pull the old one out and put the new one in. And just odds and end jobs. I mean, it just, there's some stuff, I mean, the normal person couldn't do. Like, there's actually, on our cranes, like, we have rollers in between, at each one of these beams, just as guides for each one of these cables. And they, of course, go bad. You've got to change them. So, do it over the top of the trolley. And, of course, you are looking down. So if you're not good with heights, it's not a job for you. Alright, so let's make our way to the cab. Like I said, this one's set up a little bit different. I know the trolley's back here though, so we're going to go back here. See where this ladder is. We got stairs going down. Oh, see, this is nice. To be able to work on the trolley, yeah. This has to be an actual crane in existence. And I do have to say, there are things about it I like more than ours. We don't have a platform this big. We have, I'd say, probably as wide as this grate right here for them to pull, and then you can wash the windows, or if you need to repair lights or whatever, but it's within this area, not this huge area. That's cool. Start engine. It doesn't have an engine. To start up the drives. Yes.
Ready.
Welcome to the STS Crane Training Program. To start, position the cab over the desired container.
Hey, how do I shut this stupid voice off?
You don't. I turned it on to refresh your memory after the long break.
Okay.
This is cool. Alright, so let's trolley out. It's your spreader bar. Let's get over the top of our container. Let's go ahead and trolley on out there.
The crane spreader is currently configured to grab standard 20-foot containers. In your manual,
Still got
they are
swing,
also
that's
referred
cool.
to as TEUs, or 20-foot equivalent units.
Let's get right over the top of that. Which, of course, you don't have this white line in her life, but it makes it nice.
To lift the container using the twist locks, you must lower the clamps directly into the container slots and secure it. The container
That's a
outline
nice
on your
little
crane's
touch.
MFD is filled green. The yellow and red lights are on, indicating that the container is ready for gripping.
Because in real life, you you don't have that guidance. You have flippers that come down that guide them into the
Those
corners.
containers have some nasty stuff inside. One puncture and we'll never hear the end of it.
Don't worry. Be careful.
But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much sight and feel. Alright, where are we putting this down now?
Now carefully lower the container. When you reach the target height, release the twist locks. Don't pop the locks open prematurely. This may result in an emergency.
I don't know if we're gonna need to stack these, so let's get it over to the
Yellow lights
edge.
together indicate that the container is stable. You can now release the twist locks.
They're actually correct on the lights on the bar as well. Alright, let's go get this next container, and if I had to guess, it's gonna be a larger one. Yep. So how do we just open it? What button? There we go. Let's try one out.
You need to extend the spreader to grab a 40-foot or a double TEU container.
What would I do without you?
Already ahead of you. Looky there. Take it up.
Tommy, if you're not done yet, you better hurry. That storm is gonna hit any minute now.
You're right on time. All but done.
I imagine we're putting this in the same spot, so let's go ahead and roll on down the dock.
Yeah, I'll be gone before I get a chance to disappoint you.
Or you could stay and not disappoint me.
Right. Think about that.
That's my boy.
Let's move it over a little bit. Let's set it down. Perfect. Oh, I guess that's it. Don't tell me that's it. No, there was other missions. I was just saying, don't tell me that's the end of the demo here. That's cool. Nice little scenarios they're going to give you. Because, of course, in real life, we have a hurricane coming. We're not there. At least on the day of a hurricane. Anything that bad of winds, yeah, nobody's operating. So what are we doing here? Dangerous cargo. The hurricane left the port in complete disarray. You need to move 2 containers with dangerous cargo to a safe location. Alright. Like we're gonna do a top lift.
Tommy, are you in already?
Yes, Dad. This place is a mess.
You're telling me? I'm just starting to tally up the damage. We're lucky at least some of our stuff is still okay.
To safe location, okay. Breach stackers. Alright. First you need to move a 20-foot container. Then move 40-foot tank. Both in the designated area. Alright. Think we can handle that.
Ready to go?
Good. Now get those containers to the free lot. Gently.
Yeah, I remember. One puncture and you'll never hear the end of it.
Yep, something like that.
Nice.
Alright. So that's saying turn it to drive mode. Wait a minute, I've got a button right here. Yeah, I could have just done it from there. Hitting P disables the parking brake. Alright, so let's go out this way. I love the fact that the seat is actually squeaking with every little bump because of the spring in it. That's awesome. They have done a phenomenal job on this.
Hey, Tommy. That you driving the reach stacker right now?
Yeah, it's me, all right.
Great. Can you check if I left my player on the dash?
Wow, you're still using that thing.
Of course. It was Dad's. His taste in music wasn't as good as mine, though.
So you kept the recording too?
Come on. When you make it big, I'm running your fan club. I'm dead serious, though. Your music's good. I just wish there were more than 2 people who knew about it.
Gotta get
So
used
I
to
put
the
together a little
steering
video
here.
with yesterday's cam feeds and your music and posted it online.
Well, tell me if it gets any views. Anyways, gotta get back to work.
Good luck.
Alright. Raise the boom up. Over the top. Says Z and C. Aha. So if I come down, yeah. Okay. Lock onto it. Come up. Let's bring that back in closer. Since I don't know we only have 2 computers to do, I'm not really worried about getting them perfect, so let's go. Control, shift.
First container is in place. Going for the second.
Good. Keep the pace.
Very nice. this is our next container. Let's see if we can. See if we can get this on the first try. And stop.
Looks
Perfect.
like I'll have to tilt the spreader to pick this one up.
Need to open it. Whew. Be that far off? Alright. So I know we're gonna come. Oh, I didn't mean to move forward. Alright, so let's go this way. And how do we tilt it? Let's see. So T and G. Which way are we tilted? Perfect. I went way too far. There we go. And then we need to rotate. Wrong way. Let's see if that'll work. Alright.
So you've moved most of
We
the
do have a
critical
way to
cargo.
center it.
Yep,
Okay, so
I'm on
if
the
I
last
hit
one.
X.
Great. Bring
Perfect.
it over and take a break. I guess it's good to have you back. Maybe.
Good
Can
to
I
see you
make a
too.
turn right here? I think so. Suck that in, son. Ooh. That wasn't good. Alright, so I guess we're gonna go a little bit higher. We're gonna clear it now. Yes. Ooh. Barely. But we got it. Let's head over here, drop this one off. That's the only thing, is I can't tell how close I am to that one. Guess I'm good. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. We did damage it a little bit. What do we get next? Urgent delivery. We're using a top lift again. It is necessary to bring 2 containers to the train to prepare their shipment to the city. Alright. Use the reach stacker to unload 2 containers from Yard H. And bring the containers to the rail line and load them into the marked area. Okay. I can start the engine from here. No. Go ahead and raise that up. Alright, where are we heading? Ooh, tight quarters. Be able to swing that. forward, now let's turn. We're gonna make it that. Let's come up a little bit. Just barely, which we are so far off. We're going to come in at a different angle. I'm guessing that I keep hearing is warning me when I get close to something. So what we want to do here is there's normally numbers right here in the stacks. Ooh, there's not on this game. I was going to say that you want to get lined up center with those numbers and you should be good, but it's not the case here. Let's see how far we can go one way or the other. We may be good. Look at there. That will work. Tell if I'm good or not. Whew, okay, I see. Over there now. Alright, so let's head out this way. Let's try not to hit anything this time. So is physics a thing? Honestly, I'd probably be fine. Depending on the weight of this container, I was supposed to say I wonder if we can roll it. I'm sure if I got it at a crazy angle, it probably would. I'm sure they have that built in. As much detail as they've put into this, I guarantee something as simple as that they've thought about. Ooh, can't go through that way. Is there another way into that area? It's kind of looking like regardless, it's going to be a long stretch. So let's go to the other side right here. See what that looks like. That may be the purpose of this little mission, to show you you can stack it further away than you think. That's a hell of a spot to line up on. Let's go up some more. Let's see what that looks like. I am not hitting the right button. There we go. Looks like it might be close. No, we still gotta go forward. Can we go forward anymore? Oh yeah. And that would be the guardrail. Ooh, no, not side to side. I need to twist it. At least that's what it looks like. We're lined up. Alright, let's go grab the next one. It looks like the next one's gonna go right there. So that one should be easier. I don't have anything in the way. Yeah. If that's where it's going, that's would be nice. So now we're gonna have to move a container to get to that one. Ooh, stop, stop, stop. That was close. Let's lift that up and then open it. Maybe I'll hit that container. I need to be in that hole, basically. I say that, it's still not lined up perfect. Ooh, see, this one has the numbers. So I need to get the center of the machine lined up with those numbers. What am I hitting? Oh, not bad. I need to go up now. Should be able to back up one more time. And what's crazy is the guys at the port that do this all day, they'll come flying down the stack, turn the wheels at the perfect moment, and line it up the first try. But I guess if that's what your job is and you do that every single day, I guess at some point you have to be good at it. So. We're way lined off here. Alright, let's rotate that. Is that going to be close enough? It looks like we're... Yeah. Why does that look lined up? Can I get a green light on those corners? I can see where it's off some, but the diagram is not showing what I'm seeing. So you know what? Let's back up. Move over a little bit. Reline up. Look at that. Perfect. And what's bad is this is just a container I need to move out of the way. Where are we going to put it? I don't think it matters. Let's just put it in this empty stack. Yeah, they're almost like a professional. What was that noise? They're pretty good. Keep hearing a beep. Alright, we're good. Raise up again. Let's see. Ooh, looky there. It was close. Not close enough though. I can probably still make it work. Alright, so let's move over. Looky there. Come on. Like a trained professional. Ooh. I say that as I hit a freaking container. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Some more. We're gonna test something. We're gonna run it a little bit higher. See about taking this turn. Oh yeah, she's top heavy. That is cool. Let's not hit anything. I am doing this on mouse and keyboard if you haven't noticed with the controls on the screen. So like when I turn this way, the steering wheel doesn't turn back automatically. Well, it does sometimes. As far as like in a straight line or driving, yes, it'll correct itself and go back straight. Oops. Ooh. Even that had physics. Let's center this up. There we go. Let's see. We line up and try to get right in between those two markers. Let's see how close that gets us. We're close, but not quite enough. Dang. I thought we were gonna have it. That's not correct. It's saying it is. There we go. Alright, there's that mission done. Test drive. It looks like an RTG. Let's see. My phone keeps ringing. Our customers are still waiting for containers. Break in the brand new straddle carrier and move 2 containers. So, this is probably the one thing I have not worked on as a straddle carrier. Which we have straddle carriers coming over to the new facility that we're building. And of course, I'm sure I'll get the chance to operate and work on it, unfortunately. They're a lot smaller RTG, basically. They're good for moving 1 container at a time from the dock to a stack. Enter the straddle carrier and follow the prompts to get ready to work. Pick up a 20-foot container in the office area, put it in the marked space on the yard, and pick up the 40-foot container from the warehouse, enter the area from the gate. This container must be taken to a marked location on the yard. Alrighty.
So, how do you like the new toy, Mark?
She's perfect. I wouldn't dare put a scratch on her.
Don't need to worry too much. Just be careful and do your job.
I'm on it, boss.
All right, the engine did start. That's a relief. Can you check if the spreader works now?
Sure, works just fine, boss.
Great.
Z and C, same thing as the other one. EQ. And it's telling me to go to 20 foot, which I can do that by pressing 1. I don't know. Anyway, I'm following the tutorial. Rotate the seat. And the drive mode. Nice. I don't even know which way I'm supposed to be going. Nice tight turning radius. Now let's see if we can get this lined up. So I imagine center of this thing, they designed this in mind because you sit in the center. It's almost, or actually it probably is. I'm probably just off a little bit. So is my bar up? Yes. Ooh, see? It's not 100%. So let's watch that wheel. Let's try to find our center point. Can't even see that. Okay. Alright, let's call that our center point. Wow. So it's a little off to the right. So basically, I guess I can call that bar to my right of, or right in front of my right foot, that bar right there. I guess I can consider that center. And we'll go with that. Alright. So let's press Y. Let's see how close we are. Man, it's hard to see out of this thing. Not even close. Looks like I need to. Wait a minute. Nope. I don't think it's that big of a container. That's a little bit better. I'm not getting any kind of diagram on this one. Oh, there it is. So I need to back up a little bit. And then how do I move it back and forth? About right there. If you're doing this correctly, just have, yep. Look at there. Tell the driver to move on. Whew. I'm gonna assume we can't go that way. This thing gets it. Faster than I would expect. Alright, where am I going? Alright, so let's go ahead and try. Oh. Let's change our seat. So let's go ahead and test our theory. Saying that is center. Close, right? Whew, no, that's even off. So if I'm looking dead on, is that's pretty close. All right, so I guess it is. It's just all depending on your camera view. All right, where are we going? Can we avoid these barrels? I think we're good. Managed to do it again. Oop, can't even see. Probably hit that one. Yep. Hit that one. I don't see how I'm supposed to get this thing centered. That's definitely not center as far as my steering wheel and all. We're getting close. Alright, let's see if we can put this in the spot. I'm not getting a light to release. There we go. Alright. Where to next? Hopefully we don't hit here because I am hauling butt back out of this. I think we're good. We need to go over there. Oh, there is no way without hitting anything right here. Yep, knew it. Is it gonna open? Whew. So this is gonna be a bigger container. Right there. Let's go ahead and rotate our seat so we can see a little bit better. What is up with that arm? I guess for the hydraulics. It's kind of weird. Let's lower that down some so I can see. Because I imagine in the full release it'll be more realistic, like the cranes that we have out of the port, which they even have an auto louver on that bar. That's cool. But these screens will be on because these are cameras. Well, that screen right there tells you where everything's supposed to be, what location you drop the box in, the next job order, stuff like that. Oops. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm over here running my mouth and ran into something. Alright, this one's going to have to come way up. See if we're lined up. I think we are. Looks like it at least. Don't hit, don't hit, don't hit. So I need to come back. Oh no, I was going the right way first time. So right there. Alright, there. And we did it. Oh, wait a minute, is that it? That can't be it. Dang. So let's take a look at the map here. So it looks like, man, it's gonna go pretty far in depth. It looks. So if this is how we start out, basically from a hurricane, so we'll expand the dock, I assume, get more cranes here. Of course, we'll be slowly getting the yard straightened up from like the hurricane, all the containers everywhere. Gas station, jockey trucks, nice. Trucking lane, power plant, RTGs. This function is available in the full version. Well, if the full version was out, I'd play around with it. So the jobs, we just did that. The economy, dock line, place order, processing. So imagine it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be money or if this would be like skill points. I would imagine that'd probably be skill points. You have to advance here to unlock one of these, and then so forth. So that would give you one, and you come over to here, that would give you 2 of them, and then 3. But I only see 1 ship to shore crane. I don't know. I'll be excited to see how this pans out and what the future holds for this game. This is going to be awesome. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Anyway, if you are excited about this game as much as I am, be sure to go over on Steam, check it out. Go ahead and play the demo yourself. I'm honestly probably going to play around with the ship-to-shore crane and move some containers and all off this recording. I'm actually recording this over on Twitch right now, so if you want, like me over on Twitch and be sure to keep up with the future content, and you'll be able to see extended previews of games or extensive play where I kind of play further than the demo will allow. Because I'm going to see if I can unload this part of the ship at least with a ship-to-shore crane. We're going to find out. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in and watching, and like I said, there's no release date on this game yet, so put it on the wish list, and I know I sure am. And we'll see what happens in the future. I'll put out future updates on it and future videos. But until then, see you later.